Mic checker, chicka. It's not some, baby. Yeah, a one time, baby. What for your mind, baby? Yeah, we gon' shine, baby. And what we do, we gon' grind, baby. Yeah, what? And this is another episode, so of Swingers After Dark. And this is your host, not some, baby. Here we go. You know, when I go on social media, I make it my business to mind my business. You dig? I'm like Big Worm in the movie Friday. When Smokey told Big Worm that Craig was smoking weed, when Smokey and Craig was smoking weed, Big Worm was like, what the fuck does that have to do with me? And I'm like, Big Worm. Like when I go on my news feed, when I watch my news feed and I see the fuckery and the bullshit, I'm like, that has nothing to do with me. I mind my business. I look at the fuckery from afar. However, I observe. I'm very observant when I see like the messiness on my news feed, particularly on Facebook. And I say Facebook, not Facebook, because there's a lot of smoke and mirrors on social media. Like only on Facebook, where everybody makes 100K a year, 100,000 a year. Everybody's a baller. Everybody's wealthy. Everybody's rich. But that's a whole nother discussion, baby. Let's get back to the lecture at hand. Like, I mind my business. Like, when I see a conflict between two or more people, I just lay back in the cut. I just sit back and watch. Because it's none of my business. I'm silent. I'm like indifferent. I don't know these people. I'm not the type to go in somebody's inbox and tell them to chill. They grown. When you reach a certain age, you should know when it's time to cut the bullshit short. Like going back and forth on social media is not the adult thing to do, especially men. Like when I see dudes go back and forth on social media, making Facebook lives or on YouTube talking shit about each other, I'm like, yo, that's what females do. Like, I expect females to do shit like that. I expect women to go back and forth on some catty shit. It's like dudes nowadays are so catty. You don't even know the difference between male behavior or female behavior. And when I say male behavior and female behavior, that's more so me saying what's acceptable based on gender. Because it's acceptable for women to go back and forth. Like, women are known to be catty. But for dudes, we're solution oriented. Like, I'm not going back and forth with you. Either we come up with a solution or we leave each other alone. And I said all that to say, you know, like, I do not argue with fools because people from a distance cannot tell who is who. And then you have people who cheer on the fuckery. And those people, the peanut gallery, the cheerleaders, they're just as bad as the clowns, as the people who are beefing. And that's what I want to ask, the question that I want to pose. Who's worse? The clown or the audience? The people who are making a fool of themselves on social media or the people who are cheering on? Who's worse? The clown or the people and the audience? And I say both of them. Both of the motherfuckers are equally as bad. They're equal. You know, because I say that to say, you know, the reason why I say that the audience is just as bad as the clown, because the audience enable the dumb shit. It's like you should not make excuses for somebody who are grown. You should not make excuses for grown people. And people do that just so they can see drama. They say shit like, you know, let him talk his talk. Let him speak his speech. You feel me? People just want to see a fight. And that's the era that we're in. You feel me? It's like people just want to see conflict. To be entertained. They just want junk food. Because people are bored. Like the average person, they don't have shit to do. If they're not working from home, they're on their fucking phones. And they have nothing to do. So they waiting for drama. They're cheerleading the nonsense. But then these are the same people. Here's the kicker. The people who are cheerleading the nonsense are the same people who claim they don't want to see the nonsense. You feel me? But everybody loves a good train wreck. They love it, even though they say they don't. They love it. And a lot of people are full of shit. A lot of people are actors and actresses playing a role on the big stage called life. And that's what, I've come to terms that a lot of people enter and exit your life based on the role that they play. Some people are good actors, some people are good actresses, some people are bad, some people are horrible. Some people deserve an Academy Award, fucking Academy Award, an Emmy, fucking Emmy, and Oscar. They deserve an Oscar for their award-winning performance. And that's why you should be mindful of who you walk with. Because not for nothing, man, a lot of people who you come across ain't shit. But here's the thing, you have a lot of people who will ride for you to the end. They will ride for you. They ride or die. They're your ace. They're your bestie. They're your best friend. But at the same time, your friend is supposed to tell you the truth. Your friend is supposed to tell you, nah, this is not it. This is not the way. Your friend's supposed to tell you when to cut the bullshit short. And that's what friends are for. Your friends are supposed to tell you when you're bugging out. Your friend is not supposed to enable the dumb shit. Like, if I see my homie tripping, I'm going to pull him to the side and say, look, fam, like, why you carrying on like that? Because I don't want my reputation. Listen, your friends are the reflection of you, and birds of a feather flock together. So if my homie doing some dumb shit that he's not supposed to do, it's my duty as his homie, as his friend, to check him. Because if it's left unchecked, then people may think I condone it, but it's not even necessarily what people think. It's what I allow and what I enable. Because a real friend is supposed to let somebody know the errors and their ways and actions so they could be corrected. The errors of your ways and actions supposed to be corrected. And when your friends point that out, you're supposed to correct those ways and actions so you could grow and develop as a human being, as a person. You feel me? And that's what friends are for. Your friends are there to tell you that you're fucking up so you can better yourself, and vice versa. If I do some fuck shit, I expect my homies, my friends to tell me, yo, nah, son, like, that's not a good look. You feel me? It's like, that's not a good look. And that's why you need friends or associates even. They don't even have to be your friend. That's why you need associates who are sharp. You feel me? Because not for nothing, when I walk in a room or in a situation, I am not comfortable if I'm the most knowledgeable person, if I have more wisdom than everybody in the room rather. Because it's like, how am I sharpening my skills? I want to be amongst people that I could be inspired by. That I could look at that person and say, yo, I want to be like you when I grow up. Yes, I'm grown, but sometimes I want to be on some Peter Pan shit. You feel me? I want to be inspired. I want to have admiration for somebody. Not on some groupie shit, not on some fanboy shit, but on some shit like, yo, I need motivation. I need somebody to put the gas in my tank for me to go from A to Z. So I could go from 0 to 60. And iron sharpens iron. Iron sharpens swords. But if you're around some dumb motherfuckers who don't know their left from their right, then you'll never grow. Because you don't have the blueprint, the proper blueprint to progress in life. And that's why when I go on social media, I do not egg people on. I do not jump my nose in other people's business. Because you're going to cut your nose to spite your face by jumping into some shit that you probably can't even get out of. And that's why a lot of problems in life is when people don't mind their business on social media, whether it's in the streets or on social media. People don't know how to mind their business. And then the problem that you see becomes your problem. You feel me? But it's like, You know, the clown, a lot of people are clowns, yo. Like, a lot of people are clowns, and then you have the audience who belong in the circus with the clowns. You feel me? Like, the only clown that I liked was Bozo the Clown. You know, I was never afraid of clowns growing up. Shout out to Bozo the Clown. Like, Bozo the Clown, I grew up on Bozo the Clown. I'm not sure if you know about Bozo the Clown, but Bozo the Clown, you know, it was like a show back in the day, syndicated on WGN in Chicago. And before I go off to school, you know, I would watch an episode of Bozo the Clown with my cousins. But that's a whole nother discussion. Back to the lecture at hand. But I want to wrap this up right quick. I just want to say, ladies and gentlemen, like, you know, I understand that watching a train wreck and watching drama and adding your commentary to fuckery, it's enticing. Yes, you want to add your 2 cents, but sometimes it's not even worth it, because once you add your 2 cents, people could emotionally bankrupt your mind and your peace of mind. You feel me? And then sometimes it's listen, family, practice not saying anything. Practice either scrolling by or looking without having to respond or comment. You feel me? Like, so, listen, I love good drama on social media. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I tune in. Yes, I'm with the shits. I'm with all the bullshit. But I don't chime in. It's not any of my business. Yes, I'm looking at the train wreck, but I am not hopping into it. I'm not making myself a participant in the clown show. You feel me? I'm not participating. I'm not cheering anybody on. I'm not instigating the dumb shit. I'm not, I'm not doing any of that. Everybody needs some mind candy, some eye candy sometimes, because life could be stressful, and sometimes you may need like a small dosage of bullshit to laugh at the expense of others. You feel me? So I just wanted to, clarify a question that was posed to me. Who's worse, the clown or the audience? And I say they're equally culpable. They equally ain't shit. The clown and the audience, because they're in the circus. They're in the same circus, cheering on the bullshit. And on that note, this has been another episode of Swingers After Dark, and this is your host, Nasun, baby. Check out my website at www.nasunblaze.com. That's www.nahsunblaze.com. And check out my ebook, You, Me, Us, Them, The Swinger Manifesto. It's on Nook, Kindle, iBooks, Google Play. Go get it. Shoot me an email at swingpodcast@gmail.com. That's swingpodcast@gmail.com. Hit me up with any questions or concerns that you may have. Rate, share, subscribe, and comment on this podcast. Dig. And on that note, until next time, peace.